Hi, my name is Maya, and this is going to be your pelvic floor relaxation breathing. So I want you to find a comfortable position, anything that works for you. I really prefer it though, in whatever position you're in, that your ribs and your pelvis are kind of parallel to one another. So we're not sitting like this, nor are we like this. We're in a nice kind of neutral rib. If you're lying on your back, really easy to find that because it'll just be where you end up. But in sitting, we'll just make sure that we're in a good position. To relax the pelvic floor is sometimes more challenging than to actually strengthen it. So if we think about the bicep, a tight muscle, it's really hard to inhale and relax a muscle that's tight. But the goal here is to try and do just that. So we're gonna try and inhale and relax a muscle that's quite tight. When we think about the breathing, when we inhale, our pelvic floor is supposed to reflexively lengthen or respond to that descending diaphragm by softening and descending, and that keeps pressure regulated. So we're going to try to inhale, and as we inhale, we want to inhale into our abdomen. So we want our belly to inflate and our ribs to inflate, big and in. And as we do that big inhalation, we're going to draw awareness to our pelvic floor. So that's our pubic bone to our tailbone and our sits bone to our sits bone. I find it's easy to think about my sits bones. I'm going to inhale, and I'm going to imagine my sits bones kind of melting apart or spreading apart if I'm sitting. I sometimes imagine a trampoline descending or getting kind of loaded down. I also like to envision a balloon in the pelvis inflating at my pelvic floor, and so it descends in response to that. Some people will visualize that there's a flower blossom at the vaginal opening, and as we inhale, everything softens and opens. The goal here is to breathe kind of down. So we're going to inhale, pelvic floor blossoms and softens, and as we exhale, we're just going to try and keep it soft. Inhale, sits bones spread apart, pelvic floor gets closer to the ground. Exhale, keep it soft. One more. Breathe in, pelvic floor softens, exhale, breathe out. Now, unlike other exercises where you might be asked to engage your pelvic floor as you exhale, the purpose of this one is to repeatedly kind of soften. So can we go from a tight musculature to a softer musculature? In the beginning, this feels really strange. So if you've ever learned a new dance move or learned a new language, there's certain things that it just feels impossible for us to connect to, impossible for us to make the sounds of a language that's novel to us. But if we practice, we will get better at feeling it. So you might not feel anything right away, but over time, the better you get at connecting inhalation to relaxation, the better you'll be at executing this exercise. Now, some things to look out for on this is breathing up into your shoulders. So a common way people will inhale is they'll do this. So you see their jaw engaged, their shoulder lift, and that won't create any pressure coming down. So you won't really breathe into your diaphragm, and therefore you won't have the reflex sound. So some people, if they do flower balloon breathing and they're breathing like this the whole time, well, they're not really inhaling down, right? They're not creating pressure down. So I suggest if you know yourself and you know you breathe up into your shoulders, it's not a bad idea to do it in front of a mirror, just so you get the feedback of your shoulder blades engaging. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm at Urban Wellness in Little Italy. I hope this goes well for you.